You finally find what must have been the grove from the map, although there is little left but some stones and dirt here. And yet, among the rubble stands a single tree, still green and thriving despite it all. When you approach, the tree opens its eyes and stares at you. The tree blinks at you several times before moving its branches around as if it was shifting in its place. Slowly, it begins talking.
What is this elf thing you speak of, and how long is long ago? An eon? 2? I see. The children of Thea, you mean. Pretty young things, to be sure. In the old days, there used to be many in my grove.
The tree looks around as if for the first time, and you see its face twisting and its eyes growing larger.
My grove? Where is my grove? Where are all my charges? What have you done with them? Oh, right. My apologies. Yes, that wretched cold night. It was rather unpleasant. Still, it was not it. It was a brother of mine. He took my herd. I tell you what. I will tell you all about the elven child you speak of, the one seeking to cure us from darkness, but only if you hunt down and kill my brother, and bring me the remains of his flock. You fleshy creatures oft call us Lishi, demons you say we are, and in all fairness, that description is wise. We are guardians of the forest, sons of the Silver Mother, and shepherds. My brother is thus, like me, a Lishi, but he is also a thieving wretch. He stole my flock from under me. Mad I am, he said. Mad and corrupted by the dark. Only because I did not think as he did. I did not seek to kill the so-called creatures of the dark. No matter. What does matter is that I need his wooden carcass and that of his flock so that I may regrow this grove, and it is my business why. I have what you seek right here.
The tree crackles, the earth beneath it shakes a bit, and from the roots it brings out an elf. The elf is covered in soil and motionless, but he still breathes.
This young man refused my pleas also, but we seem to have reached an impasse. He will not die, and yet I am not inclined to let him go. But if you do the deed, I shall free him. How splendid. I have cast a spell upon you that will guide you to the traitor's hideout. Do watch yourselves. He is likely to have many allies. Now off you go.
You stumble, you open one. You search the buildings and discover a supplies store. Once more, you witness a green grove, thriving despite any logic. It is small, barely more than a garden, but this one is full of life and beauty. There are fruit trees blooming with pink flowers. There is a sweet smell of tree sap in the air and a hum of bees working hard. The largest tree stands in the center and spreads its branches in a welcoming gesture to you.
Welcome, friends. I see a frown upon your foreheads and a burden on your hearts. I smell the dark stench of my poor brother smeared all over you. What has he devised now? Did he ask for the lifeless carcasses of me and my flock so that he may regrow his twisted grove? And pray, what has he promised as your reward? That wretched traitor. Our mother tree was brutally butchered. He holds the key to her salvation, and yet he withholds it from those who can help. Bah! His madness has gone beyond my mercy. Alas, he is a strong demon. Old. Older than you can imagine, fleshling. So I propose a ruse. It is these 3 silver shards that he truly covets. Take some wood and these shards and trick him into believing we are gone. Well, I will not lie. Convincing him will not be an easy task. The only guarantee you have is to kill me and my kin. You are welcome to try, but I warn you, I will not forfeit my flock, not even for the mother tree. Good. I had a feeling your hearts are in the right place. Here, have the shards and the wood. And since you chose not to kill us, I will use what little power I have to bless you. This way you will have a better chance to fool my brother. Farewell, fleshlings, and may the mother tree's blessing follow you wherever you go.
There's a fire in your village. The fire is getting stronger by the minute. You all work together and beat the flames. Everyone seems fine. You finally find what must have been the grove from the map. The Lishi looks over the remains. So yeah, we don't know why these don't feel special to you, but your brother is ashes, so our end of the bargain stands. The Lishi listens to you and nods.
Well, I suppose I haven't really killed a Lishi before, and who knows how this darkness thing affects us. The tree shards are here, so it must be true. Here you go. Take the elf and leave me be, before I decide you're good for compost.
The Lishi turns away and turns into a tree again, with the wood and the shards taken into his roots. The elf opens his eyes and speaks in but a whisper, yet his words are very clear. I am still weak and it will take much time for me to recover, but thanks to you I shall. But that is of no importance. Let us leave this place and talk of the fate of Thea. Now, I heard your talk with the Lishi. I know you seek answers to my quest. I assume you have discovered my notes, for if you found my student, she would be here with you. It seems this quest claimed us both. The elf only nods. Such is fate. Perhaps it is punishment for our failure as guardians of the cosmic tree. I see the world is still corrupted, yet the sun has returned. This can mean only one thing. A seed of the tree yet lives. Right. How much do you know of what happened? We do not have so much time that I may tell you all, but I shall try my best. The cosmic tree was one of 7 pillars of the world. Others exist, or perhaps existed, in different distant parts of Thea, each with their own story. Our tree, however, is what concerns us. The cosmic tree held the balance of 3 spheres, what you call the divine, where your gods dwell, the earth, where mortals reign, and the underworlds, the domain of the dead. When the cosmic tree burned, so did the gates between our worlds. Gods fell from their thrones, losing power and influence. The dead spilled out amongst the living, unable to cross over and find peace, and Thea became a barren land, unsuited for mortal life. I know not the answer, but I will tell you what I think. There was a time we called the Age of Man, a time of great human queens and kings and victories over evil. We, the elves, decided to sail away to our own lands, far into the west, leaving only a few to safeguard the pillars of the world. But man grew greedy and jealous. In the Westerlands, non-humans were hunted and killed, and kings and queens we once called noble became obsessed with power. They looted dwarven strongholds, enslaved half-men for their labor, and slaughtered elfkin for our knowledge. I believe that in their greed, they came to seek out the 7 pillars, and when they found no power to be had, they destroyed what they found. Interesting. And why on Thea would they do this? The elf frowns. Rid Thea of magic. Preposterous. Do you realize how many lives will perish? Do you not have non-human friends? Do you not use magic? Have you never asked a friendly demon for aid? All of it, all will be gone. A memory. Myth. Of course I am. Well, at least I am correct at my estimations of the death and destruction that will come of this plan. Now, where were we? An educated guess, you may call it. I was witness to the madness of the age of man, but alas, I did not witness the cosmic trees burning. An interesting question. For one, even I do not know where or what all of the pillars are. Each land has their own, you see, but the cosmic tree was the foundation of all. If it can be rebuilt, Thea will find a way to restore the rest. Of course, if you find yourselves able to discover other pillars or alternate routes to salvation, please do follow them. Ah, perceptive of you. I do not wish to offend. You believe in a certain world order, and you are correct in many ways. Long ago, men and women rose up and ascended to become something more, to become an idea, a hope for their kind. These brave souls gave up their own mortal coils to serve as your guardians, your protectors, and thus they became gods. Not just mine, that's all. I am one of the chosen guardians of the sacred tree, the cosmic force that makes all life can claim my allegiance, but no deity as such. After all, it is us who are oft worshipped by our charges. But let us not dwell on this too long. I have little time. Do you wish to help me restore the order? Whatever you may choose to do, I will tell you what needs doing, as I am too weak to do it myself. What you decide is up to you. The fact that magic still lingers and the sun has returned means a seed of the cosmic tree has survived the burning. Its fledgling power restored the light to us, but it is too weak to thrive on its own. We must find it and plant it in a sacred grove, where in time it will grow to its full strength and restore Thea to its former glory. No, of course not, else enemies of the light may find it and finish what they started. For you see, if this seed burns, their job will be complete. In many ways, Thea will be no more. I do not know. I've been locked under a tree for a century, but I know how to find it. You must gather some cosmic tree shards, pieces of the tree that still linger in our world. Once you have those, bring them to me and I will tell you our next step. In time, perhaps, but I am still too weak, and I fear waiting for my recovery may take too long. You have come this far. I trust that you will choose the right path. I will find a place of power and meditate there until you come back. I have marked you so you will feel your way back to me. Now for the cosmic tree shards. I know of one place where some can be found. Go seek the place out. A sudden gust of wind rushes towards you and throws you off your feet. You hear a deep bellowing. You hold on tight and manage to steady yourselves. The wind still surrounds you, and you see strange faces in the air. With only a few steps ahead, you discover an infant lying bare on the ground. It looks kind of human, except for completely white eyes and white hair. You take the child with you enter what you explore you defeat your enemy. You continue. You approach a group of giants, and you have just enough time to figure out the best approach. slay the giants. You are ambushed by a shadow giant and his minions. You feel a gust of cold air as they approach, and you... You defeat the shadow giant and its minions of darkness. A shade respects your power and stays with you. you enter the ruins of an old city, steeped in a low-hanging mist and a strong smell of decay. Elven magic guides you towards an unassuming rubble of stones, but as you look closer, you see trapdoors leading underground. There is a long, dark tunnel filled with cobwebs and dust. The air is dry and heavy. Finally, you come into an imposing underground chamber, and in the distance, you see a one-eyed dragon. The beast seems almost like a statue, although you see faint signs of breathing. On a pedestal behind the creature, you see 5 silver pieces of tree bark. These must be the cosmic tree shards. You defeated the dragon. You find the silver shards, but also some loot hoarded by the beast. As you climb back up from the tunnel, you notice someone was observing you from the distance. They stand up and look at you, waving for you to come over. But then they walk off, as if asking to follow them. You come across a hidden stash, and it looks like whatever it is. You have your loot safe in hand. You stand. It turns out these were simply some boards.